We all know that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Emily Blunt have their movie Jungle Cruise coming out. Now, it was supposed to be coming out really soon, if not already in theaters, but it was supposed to come out really soon. It, of course, has been bumped off another entire year. Well, guess what? We talked about how at D23 last year that I was at, that the chemistry between Johnson and Emily Blunt was really fun. The two of them came out on stage together. They played like 3 different versions of the trailer. All that showed, I'm not sure how good this movie's going to be, to be honest, but at least showed that Johnson and Emily Blunt had some really fun chemistry together. Well, apparently they thought so too, because Emily Blunt and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson have now planned another movie together. This one is going to be a superhero film called Ball and Chain. Here's the basic gist of the movie as they describe it. It's going to be about a married couple who are pretty much on the verge of breaking up when a meteor strikes from outer space, giving both of them superpowers, but the catch is they only have their superpowers when they're working together. The rest of it kind of writes itself. I think the rest of it kind of writes itself. Now, again, everybody knows I'm a big fan of Dwayne Johnson. I love Emily Blunt. This sounds like it could be kind of a fun movie. It's a little bit of a shticky kind of sound to it. I agree. But at the same time, with the chemistry that these two have the ability to pull off together, I think you could have a lot of fun, especially with, two opposites that don't want to be together, force them to be together. And then the rest writes itself. It could kind of be like a Will Smith's Hancock, right? It could be in that vein, or it could be a disaster. Personally, I really like the sound of it. I think it sounds like a lot of fun. Anyway, Aaron, you just heard about this morning yourself, about this idea. Mm-hmm. What do you think about the notion of these two getting back together again and doing Ball and Chain?
It's so shtick, and I'm so in. I want all of this. This also, it shows how over the life of, over someone's career, they amass certain projects that all of a sudden make an eventual project sort of an inevitability.
Right.
Like when I hear Emily Blunt and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson doing a superhero film in which there's clearly going to be a heavy hand of comedy, I go, well, yeah, that makes perfect sense. You look at Emily Blunt in Devil Wears Prada, hilarious, great comedic timing. You look at her in Edge of Tomorrow, you go, badass, strong, powerful, very convincing as an action hero. And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, same thing. He has also cultivated a career that is peppered with comedies, action films, combinations of the two. And so then you put those dynamic powerhouses together in one film. And especially as this, like almost Mr. and Mrs. Smith sort of,
right?
That's
a perfect analogy. It feels like a cross between Hancock and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's a great analogy.
Yeah, that's kind of what I saw with, of course, their, and they also, what's also been really interesting about their careers, both of them, unlike Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, they have not had any drama. They have not had any what's the word? There's scandals. Thank you. That's exactly the word I was looking for. They haven't had any scandals. So you just watch and you just love them both. You want to root for both of them. And I just think this is a great idea, good call, and certainly one that I'll be looking forward to.
Now, of course, the movie may be terrible and have a bad script and all that kind of stuff.
It won't be. I know. I have high hopes.
The promise of it seems pretty good. It seems like it's got a lot of potential. Question here is for you guys. What do you think about the sounds of this? Dwayne Johnson, Emily Blunt back together again, even though we haven't even seen Jungle Cruise yet and won't for about another year. But what do you think about the idea? Is it a great idea? Is it a stupid idea? How are you feeling about it? Jump down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. All right.